If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. Hello, my name is Barry Nirmal Tiwari. In this video, I will give you some of my secrets for losing weight. Being obese, that is overweight, is a big problem facing men and women all over the world. As we get older, we discover that we have high blood pressure and cholesterol. Then, as we age a little more, we find that we also have type 2 diabetes. If we do not defeat these diseases, they will defeat us and push us quickly to our graves. I'm sure you do not want to die early. So pay attention to what I'm going to tell you in this video. The best way to defeat these diseases before they kill us is to lose weight. Also, going to gym is fine and great, but it is not very effective in losing weight. The best way to lose weight is to develop the habit of eating less and to avoid eating calorie-rich foods. So in this video, I give you 10 methods of losing weight and keeping it off. Number 1, avoid most processed foods. But remember, some foods like milk need processing and are not bad. Examples of common processed foods include breakfast cereals, cheese, tinned vegetables, bread, savory snacks such as potato chips or tortilla chips, crisps, sausage, rolls, pies, and pastries. Meat products such as bacon, sausage, ham, and salami. So-called convenience foods such as microwave meals or ready meals, cakes, cookies, and biscuits. Rotisserie chicken from Costco or Kroger that tastes so good. Drinks such as milk or soft drinks. Not all processed food is a bad choice. Some foods need processing to make them safe. For example, milk needs to be pasteurized to remove harmful bacteria. Other foods need processing to make them suitable for use, such as placing seeds to make oil. What makes most processed foods less healthy? Ingredients such as salt, sugar, and fat are sometimes added to processed foods to make their flavor more appealing and to extend their shelf life, or in some cases, to contribute to the food structure such as salt in bread or sugar in cakes. Buying processed foods can lead to people eating more than the recommended amounts of sugar, salt, and fat, as you may not be aware of how much has been added to the food you are buying and eating. These foods can also be higher in calories due to the high levels of salt, sugar, and fat. Number 2, eat more plant foods like whole grains and vegetables and fruits. We are eating more crap, that is CRAP, which stands for calories rich and processed foods. We should stop eating crap. We should try to avoid these foods. We should eat more whole grains like beans and whole corn and rice. Also, instead of eating breakfast cereals like cornflakes that are processed food, eat cereal like flattened rice and oatmeal, that is whole grain cereal. Oatmeal has 0 cholesterol, and after eating oatmeal, you will feel full for a long time. It does not matter what you eat on your birthday, the holidays, or other special occasions. It is okay to eat unhealthy foods once in a while, but it is the day-to-day decisions that really add up. So it is important to eat as many of these whole plant foods as possible consistently. Dr. Greger says in his book, quote, "The recommended diet minimizes the intake of meat, eggs, dairy, and processed junk, and maximizes the intake of fruits, vegetables, legumes like beans, whole grains, nuts and seeds, mushrooms," unquote. He says further, quote, "The strategy is to improve the quality of food rather than restricting the quantity of food, so it does not leave you hungry. That is a diet you can stick with. You get a boost of energy, better digestion, and better sleep," unquote. Number 3, eat less meat and more nuts. Eating nuts is very beneficial. Again, eat in moderation. Avoid meat and eat more grains, unless you are on the road and you have no choice but to stop at McDonald's and have a satisfying meal so you have energy to drive. Number 4, preload with water and negative calories food before meal. We advise you to drink 2 cups of unflavored water at room temperature before each meal. It will fill up your stomach, making you feel more satiated. Hence, you will consume less food. Also, drinking water on an empty stomach may ramp up metabolism for the next few hours. This trick does not work with fruit juice or soda. Just drink cold water. Also, eating an apple, salad, or soup, foods that contain less than 100 calories per cup before a big meal, can cause people to feel fuller and eat less overall. So, a 50-calorie apple eaten before dinner can lead to a person consuming 200 fewer calories during that dinner, saving 150 calories. Number 5, eliminate soda. Dr. Greger says, quote, "If you could only make one dietary change, getting rid of sugary beverages would be a good choice." He says in his book, that means soda, sports, and energy drinks. It is a simple way to cut down on added sugar. Drinking 240 calories of a soft drink takes just a minute, while eating 240 calories of carrot would take more than 2 hours of constant chewing, he noted. Number 6, weigh yourself once a day. The scale is an important feedback tool, and studies keep showing us that regular and frequent self-weighing is linked with successful weight loss and maintenance. Dr. Greger said in his book. Dr. Greger recommends checking your weight twice a day, but I recommend weighing once a day to keep things simple. What about people becoming obsessed with that number? Well, there are always people who will become obsessed with anything. But keeping a log of weight will show you if you are succeeding in keeping your weight low. Even if your weight is not going down, if it is not going up, that itself is a great achievement. Number 7, fast after 7 p.m. Squeeze your daily food intake into a certain time window. For example, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Make it early time-restricted feeding. Quote, if anything, skip supper and have breakfast. Unfortunately, people do it the other way around. Greger notes in his book on weight loss techniques. This means no snacking after supper. Having a good breakfast is very important. Okay? Learn to eat less and to take smaller portions during meals, and you will have won a big battle against being overweight. Even if sometimes you feel a little hungry, divert your mind by becoming busy with work or studies, and you will soon develop the habit of eating less. Diseases like diabetes, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure will be afraid of you. Number 8, learn to take vinegar with each meal. Consume 2 teaspoonfuls of vinegar with each meal. It ramps up an enzyme that tells your body you're low on energy, so you burn more fat to so-called recharge your batteries, Gregor said. It has to be vinegar, that is acetic acid, not lemon juice or any other acid. Never drink vinegar straight to avoid damage to your esophagus and tooth enamel, he warned. Instead, dilute it with water or drizzle it on salad. Any kind of vinegar will do, though Gregor prefers apple cider or balsamic because it has other beneficial nutrients in it. Number 9, eat more fiber. It is not what you eat, it is what you absorb. Fiber, which is indigestible by the body, can trap sugars and block fat and starch as it moves through your system. Quote, fiber can trap calories and flush them out the other end. A calorie may still be a calorie circling your toilet bowl, but it is not going to end up on your hips, unquote, Gregor said. People who eat a lot of fiber weigh less, a recent study has found. Here are top fiber foods: beans, whole grains, apples, spinach, legumes, broccoli, flax seeds, carrots, chia seeds, quinoa, raspberries, sweet potatoes, artichoke, peas and split peas, oatmeal, Brussels sprouts, lentils, avocado, pear. Number 10, feel full with water-rich foods. It seems counterintuitive, but foods that naturally contain a lot of water, for example, cucumbers, tomatoes, strawberries, grapes, and so on, are more satiating than other options, even though they have fewer calories. These so-called higher volume options take longer to eat, which seem to signal to the brain that you are filling up. That's all for today. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. You can also click on the share button and share this video with your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, or via email.